Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, animals, mammals, people of all ages, welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast, baby. This is episode 93. We are back, Ben. We are so back, and it's going to be an awesome episode. We got a lot of news, a lot of controversy to talk about in the anime industry,
Oh boy.
specifically with Netflix. Those dirty dogs, Matthew, or Ben.
I think I'll just leave.
No, that's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
go do the
apologize.
podcast with
No,
Matthew.
I'm
Joseph.
sorry. I'm sorry. We were just in a Discord call with some buddies. But yeah, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Talking Brothers podcast. My name is Joseph, your co-host, joined by my wonderful, lovely,
Hello, my name is Ben.
intelligent podcaster, Ben. So
Hello, I'm Ben.
we got a good show for you all
Hello, my
tonight.
name is Ben.
And like
Hello, my name is Ben.
so Ben is here with us as well.
Hello.
As you
I'm
can
Ben.
see, we didn't even plan this, but we're both, we got some collared shirts on. We're both looking a little posh tonight. So that's how you know it's going to be a good episode. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, but yeah, like we said, not much. We're kind of recording this episode a little bit earlier in the week, so not much news has really happened. But there has been one big controversy going around, and that is with Netflix and their recent leaking of a lot of content, a lot of upcoming anime and animated shows that they've been working on, as well as movies. So Netflix has kind of been caught in the crosshair, Ben. It's
No.
it's looking kind of rough.
Kind of happy, not gonna lie. Just because we got to see the Dandadan opening.
Yes.
And,
Oh,
the
man.
first time I watched it, I was iffy on it. But, I find a TikTok where they just play it over and over again, so I just listen to it.
Yes. Same.
And I think it's really good. It's,
I really like it. I think it fits the theme of the show really, really well. And I mean, that's the first thing that we could talk about. Yeah, is that Netflix a bunch of their shows ended up getting leaked. I don't know why exactly it happened or how it happened, but a lot of their upcoming projects just got leaked. So Dandadan, I think the whole season 1 just got leaked, and as well as the opening and
No way.
ending. Yeah. Well,
I thought it was-
people said that it was the first 6 and then they found the other 6, but I don't know. I've only
No
seen.
way.
I haven't watched any of them, but I have seen that at least on Twitter and stuff like that the 6 episodes have leaked. And guys, if you guys are watching this and you guys are fans of Dandadan, or you guys will be watching, please try and avoid the Twitter stuff. I mean, it's just it's kind of one of those things where it's just something that people are going to do just for attention and just doing it to it's encouraging them. So come on, this show is going to be a very awesome show whenever it drops, and we want to watch it whenever it's all good and ready. So just do yourself a favor and just try and avoid those spoilers at all costs. But that being said, I guess being a total hypocrite is that I've been watching the opening on repeat. So
I think the opening is like
I think
kind
that's
of fair
fair game. Yeah.
it's not like actually spoiling the show. It's just
hmm
the opening and visuals.
But yeah, I mean, it's honestly perfect timing, Ben, especially because you just started reading the manga. So I mean, what are your? Do you think it fits the vibe of the show pretty well?
I think it does.
I think it
The
absolutely
first
does.
half. I remember like whenever I first listened to it, the first half of the song, I was like, But whenever you think about it, it kind of. I feel like it suits what's going on
hmm
or what's going to happen in the show really
Mhm.
well. I like it.
I do too,
And
I.
It's
Sorry,
good.
go ahead.
I'm just saying, like it's a good fit.
hmm
Once you see the first episode, probably for those who haven't or have no idea what it's about, really.
hmm
I think you'll see how it fits in,
Yeah.
kind of.
No, absolutely. I think the intro is really good. I really think that it's the message of the song, because it seems like I think they wrote the song specifically for the anime, and
Yeah, probably.
and so I mean it kind of starts off, the song starts off very chaotic and very much all over the place, sort of how if you listen to Creepy Nuts music, it's kind of how it goes. But then as the song gets to the middle portion, it kind of slows down, and we get more looks at our characters, our main 4 characters, and then we get to see a bit of a slower part of the song, and just more about how there's more connections, and it's more about building relationships with the main 4
Yeah.
characters and the main core group, as the intro lets us believe right off the bat, or it hides to believe. So yeah, I mean, it's really awesome. It is very chaotic at the beginning. We get to see a lot of the main ghosts and aliens that our characters are going to be facing throughout the main series, and especially throughout season 1 specifically. There's a very good. I won't say anything about them because I don't want to spoil for Ben and as well as for you all. But they tease a lot of cool villains that they're going to be fighting throughout the season, and it's just really good. And I think yeah, like we said, it fits the theme of the show really well. It starts off very chaotic, just as how the show is, but then we get to meet these characters. It's a wacky, crazy world with a lot of supernatural stuff. But at the core of this show, it's about a relationship between this guy and this girl, and it's a beautiful story, and I'm excited. And the animation looks so sick, man. They have
Yeah.
done such a justice with the art style. Saru, yeah, Studio Saru.
Oh.
They've killed it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what studio's doing it because I
Yeah.
didn't know.
It's the same one that did
It seems like a show that
Scott
that
Pilgrim.
Mappa would do. Mappa,
Yeah,
Mappa.
I'm glad they're not. Giving another studio some spotlight.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was very cool. But yeah, I mean that's kind of the biggest news that's out right now. Ben, I don't know if you haven't read 2 and 3 yet.
No, not
Okay.
yet.
No worries. But maybe next week we'll be able to talk more about that. I just got volume 5, so I'm very excited to keep reading. I was actually when I was
Mhm.
checking it out at Barnes and Noble today. So the cashier was like, "Yo, this art style looks really good," and I was like, "Yeah, it looks sick, man. It looks really good." And he's like, "Is,
Like,
is this is this just a manga or is it an anime?" And I was like, it's getting an adaptation this fall." So he's like, "I'm gonna have to check it out," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" So
there's no cool Barnes and Noble. There's a few Barnes and Noble workers where I'm at that are like I'll see them writing the notes on different series that they put on.
oh really?
I've seen that, but like whenever I go to like check out, I
Mhm.
just look like a weirdo
Yeah.
because I have all these manga and I'm just
But see,
like the one lady that works there. She's like older. She's not
Mhm.
the one lady, but the one that works at the cashier the most. She's like an older lady, and she's so nice. She's
Hmm.
so nice. She's like, I feel like she's judging me. She's like, "Oh, what are these?" I'm like,
Please don't talk
I
to
don't know what
me.
to
Yeah,
say.
no, yeah, I totally get that. I mean, it's very hit or miss with me for me. Sometimes there's some very chill Barnes and Noble employees, but then there's some weird ones, man. I think I told you this story one time. I took my buddy.
Yeah,
He's not really into anime, but I don't know if I told the story in the podcast. But I took my buddy to Barnes and Noble to come with me to the manga section just so we can go out for just to go explore. And he's not really into manga and anime. He knows I am, but he doesn't really ask questions about it. So
yeah.
we went to the section, and then this lady came up to us. She had good intentions, the Barnes and Noble employee, but she was just like, she was eavesdropping our conversation. He asked me if my friend asked me if I read, like actually read, like regular books,
Yeah.
not manga. And I was like, yeah, I read books too. And then she was like, but then she just said something like, he asks while at a Barnes and Noble, and then I'm just like, why did she have to do that? There's no need. And then it just made it really awkward for all three of us. So yeah, it's hit or miss. But sometimes I'll be at the front and they'll be like, oh, I love this series, or oh, this is a good one. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it. So it's hit or miss. But
Yeah, I went a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
That's when I got is that yeah, that's when I got Dandadan.
Mhm.
And there was someone restocking the manga
Mhm.
and I was looking for Dandadan and then for something else. I was looking for something else, but I was looking for dress up. I was actually looking for dress up
Dude, it was fully
for some
stocked in my
reason.
Barnes and Noble today, 1 through 11. And
It's a
I was like,
shame. I'm gonna buy all of them.
I know.
Anyways, but I was like, she was like, "Do you need help finding something?" I was like, "Do I tell her that I'm looking for my dress up?" And I
Oh,
was like,
do you guys have Peak?
no. I was like, no, I found it. I found it.
I'm looking for Peak.
But actually, I did just find it. Like, I was
That's
looking around while she asked me. I was like, oh, there it is.
that's good.
But
That's
she saw
good.
me go to it. But she is nice. We got into like
Mhm.
some small conversation just about, not necessarily about like manga and stuff, but
Yeah.
apparently Barnes and Nobles across the country are getting a renovation. That's what she was
Oh.
telling me. And no one likes it for
Oh.
some reason. Because I don't know how it doesn't make sense because like they're going for like a super industrial look for some reason.
Oh, I really like
I
the
don't know.
style it has right now.
Yeah, like she was explaining things it's like, yeah, I don't really want to. I don't like it. I
Oh,
was like, oh,
that's unfortunate. But no, yeah, I think I really like it. I really like Barnes and Noble. They do have a good sense of humor sometimes. I think they've done a good job of
yeah,
innovating, and I think really appealing to the manga readers, especially because I think I have heard that manga is one of the biggest, selling points for Barnes and Nobles, and it is kind of crazy. But I mean, like we've said before recently, is that I went to a Barnes and Noble and it was like buy a manga, get $2 off of a coffee, or they were doing our hardcover
Yeah,
sales, and it seems like it's mostly catered towards manga at this point. Which is
yeah.
really crazy. It's awesome to see that it's doing this such a big pull at Barnes and Noble, especially. I remember one time a couple like last year I went to a Barnes and Noble and there's the LGBTQ section and it said like LGBTQ books and on it was a JoJo. so,
That's funny.
so I was like they like to have fun here. So um,
Funny.
yeah, so it's good. It's always a good time at Barnes and Noble. But I mean, speaking of JoJo's, Ben, that's a good segue, I guess. That there's more news spreading about Steel Ball Run potentially coming out. It's been confirmed in China that
That's so
people in
random.
China have been there's the domain name has been put down for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run, and it
Hmm.
actually happened 2 years ago in Japan. So people are saying that it's starting production. Hopefully, it's crazy. I don't know how to feel about it, man. I really want it to come out, but I really would rather you read it. I think to get the
Yeah.
best experience because I don't trust Netflix at all. Which I guess leads us into like what we've been saying is that this whole Netflix situation is crazy. Dandadan got leaked. The Terminator anime, which we haven't actually talked about, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. It looks pretty good so far
Hmm.
from what I've seen. So that got leaked as well. And then another thing that is not technically anime, but is still very popular, Arcane season 2 got leaked. I think the first 3 or 4 episodes got leaked. So
Bro,
it sucks, man. Especially because season 2 is the final season for Arcane.
damn.
So it's rough. But I was gonna say, Ben, have you seen Arcane? Have you watched that?
I
Or
don't know if
I think you'd like it. It is pretty good.
you've watched it.
Yes, I watched it. I watched it because in my film class we watched the first episode, and then I was like, I need to finish this. So,
Oh,
so
I think the
I
whole
finished
League
it.
of Legends thing is throwing me off.
See, but I thought the same thing, and you don't need to know anything about League of Legends. It really, honestly, I don't know if this will offend anyone. It really seems like just watching when Overwatch used to make those cinematics. It really feels like watching that,
Oh my gosh, that's
but
funny.
a lot rated R kind of. So
Oh,
yeah, so it's good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. You should definitely check it out. It's pretty good. The animation's really awesome. It's
hmm.
sick. And I think the creators said that they are planning on making although this is the final season of Arcane, they are going to make other shows about other League of Legends characters.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
so yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Um,
on the topic of leaks, Black Ops 6 got leaked too.
yes. Oh
Have you
man.
seen all that?
I'm so glad you brought that up, man. As somebody who was a huge Call of Duty fan back in the day, it's been amazing for me seeing all the leaks. It's so weird. Everything's getting leaked right now, and there's just been so much drama in the zombies community right now, which that's a whole nother topic.
Oh yeah,
But
I heard about that.
yeah, so that's been ridiculous. But no, yeah. To the leaks, it's gotten me very excited. I haven't been excited for Call of Duty in a very long time.
Hmm.
The new movements look amazing. The loadout, layouts for the guns look great. The zombies looks
Hmm.
awesome. We're finally having round-based zombie maps since like 3 or 4 years ago. So it's been a while, but it's all looking good. I'm really excited for it.
Good.
Especially I feel like recently I haven't been much into gaming, so I'm very excited to try and get back into it. It's something
Yeah,
that I really miss.
I
So
think
so yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait. I do want to get it. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if I
Oh,
really want to get it,
okay.
just because the whole movement thing.
Hmm.
I hate how the new meta and like the recent CODs is just movement.
It does. It is.
It,
It does seem very fast paced. It's
it's just people play differently now, and I haven't played COD
hmm
in a while to like
fair.
be caught up with that.
Hmm.
So it's almost like I'm playing a different game.
Yeah.
Um, if I'm not doing that, but I guess since the movement system is different, it might
Hmm.
be a little newer to everyone.
Yeah, that's totally
Um,
fair. But
but I saw that the guy who was posting the leaks,
hmm
he actually posted the game file for Black Ops 6. So
oh
if you had a
shoot.
jailbroken PS4, you could
Yes.
download it and play it,
Yeah, it's
which is
kind of
kind of
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say how that's how it got leaked is from a PS4 that was jailbroken.
I
Um,
mean, it's it's just out there. Like I mean, it's probably not the final version, but it's
of course,
pretty
yeah.
close.
No,
I
yeah.
would assume.
And I think another big draw actually to the game for me is that they're bringing back classic prestige,
Hmm.
which I'm so excited about. I mean, classic prestiging is what made the game so you want to keep progressing, and I'm so excited, man. I'm very much excited. So, and now me and my buddies are actually thinking, Ben, if you want, you're more than welcome to come. But I don't know how you'd feel. We are going to be trying to go to a esports event in Dallas for Call of Duty because we were actually
Oh,
supposed to
really?
go. We were supposed to go way back in high school, and then
Yeah.
a little thing called COVID happened, and it got canceled. And we were very upset because
Sucks.
we were gonna see like Scump, and who's the best.
Oh,
He was the
really?
best
That's
Call of Duty
cool.
player in the world.
Yeah.
Um, and so now he's retired, unfortunately. But yeah, we
Crazy.
still support Optic. We are Optic. Go Optic. Hashtag Green Wall for life. So
We never went to that the RLCS finals in
oh, that's
Dallas.
right. That would have been
We
fun.
so
I
could
feel like
have.
that would have been hype too.
They're
If
no,
there's
they're
another one.
crazy.
There's
There probably is. I feel like they use
because I know Dallas especially has some big esports venues. I think there is one there
yeah.
that the Call of Duty scene uses a lot, but I think
I think
Rocket League too. I think they've done an Overwatch one there as well. Um, yeah, the
RLCS.
esports scene in Dallas is huge. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would like to check out. Maybe we could do a little vlog or something like that. Would be fun.
Dude,
Um,
first place of RLCS gets $300,000.
oh man, that's quite a bit of money.
Let's see. Hold on. Where's major one?
That's pretty sick. But yeah,
I
I'm
don't.
excited. I'm excited to get back into esports and just things like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna be watching and definitely getting into it. But if there was a esport that you could have a that you could be like good at, like a pro at, would it be Rocket League?
I think Rocket League, because Rocket
That's
League
fair.
is by far the hardest game. I think.
That you play or
No, like it's one of the games where you can't transfer skills over from one to another.
I see, like Call of
Like
Duty or
if you're good
something
at
like that.
shooters, like
Yeah,
you can be pretty good at Fortnite and that can transfer over a lot. But
that's
like
true.
Rocket League is just so
Unique.
different that
Yeah,
you have to play Rocket League. Like you can't
yeah.
play anything else really.
No, that's very true. I know a couple Call of Duty esports players who are also pro Halo players as well, and they're very good at Halo. So
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you mean. It does translate. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I think for me, it's so funny. If Overwatch was still a thing, really, I think I'd want to be an Overwatch esports player.
Really.
I think there's a lot of money there, first of all, and then or there was a lot of money there, I guess. Um, oh,
Sorry. No, the finals for RLCS are in Fort Worth, September 10th through 15th,
September 10th through
which is
15th.
next month.
Let me know, Ben. Shoot me a text. We can
Let me
talk about
see.
that later. That'd be so
No, because that
fun.
would be so cool.
I know. Okay, the 11th is a Wednesday, or yeah,
Let me
Wednesday.
check. I have my calendar right
September
here.
11th is a Wednesday. Um, that'd be so
Uh,
sick to go to one of
yeah,
those.
that's
Does it say where
that's
it's at? What
crazy.
arena?
Dickies.
Is it, dude?
That was the
That's
same one as last time.
yes, that's the same one I went to. We went to the Post Malone concert. I mean, my buddies. It's literally 10 minutes away from campus. It's an Uber drive there. That's where I saw Fall Out Boy. I've seen so many concerts there. It's an easy drive.
Yeah.
That's sick. You can crash my place. We're making this happen, Ben. We're going. So
We'll see. I'll see how much tickets are.
yeah. We'll look at that later. But yeah. So anyways,
Yeah. That's crazy.
that's a little side thing about esports, little rant. Um, but back into some anime stuff. Ben, I watched episode 6 of
Oh
Alia
my
sometimes
gosh.
hides her feelings in Russian, and it's
Are there
really
only
good,
six
man.
episodes out?
Yes. And so, but
I feel like
here's the thing, Ben, about this show that I think would be the only turn off for you
oh.
because
You told me that like almost crossed a line that you probably shouldn't,
so
and that's is scaring
this
me.
is the line. I mean, I don't know if you care if I talk about it.
I'll go for it.
Okay,
As
so
long as it's not like spoiling, because maybe I do want to watch it.
yeah, no. So the main plot, I'll tell you this. There's kind of like a love triangle. Is kind of the main plot of the show.
Yeah.
So the plot is that there's this girl who speaks Russian, and or Japanese and Russian. She's an exchange student,
Yeah.
and she lives in Japan now. And she goes to school, and she's super very popular, but like she kind of just likes to stick to herself because no one really that's just how she is. She likes to stick to herself, and because everybody just kind of cares about her. And so, but whenever she gets flustered, she hides her feelings in Russian. So she'll say whatever
Yeah.
she's really thinking in Russian. So one day she's in class, she's sitting next to this guy, and he kind of just doesn't really give a damn about anything, and
Hmm.
she ends up kind of falling in love with him. And because she sees that he's also this really nice, sweet guy underneath his like not caringness. So they end up falling in love, and she ends up saying something in Russian, and he ends up understanding it for reasons I won't say. But
Okay.
he's like, whoa. And so they become friends, but their relationship goes on long enough for where he doesn't really know how to tell her that he's been understanding everything that she said. Which I'm like, just tell her, dude. That'll solve this whole issue right away. But anime's got to animate, right? So it's fine. But the weird part, Ben, this is where the weird part comes in, because the main plot of the show is that they're in the student council together, the boy and the girl, and so she is trying to run for student council president, this Russian girl.
Hmm.
So he decides to become the vice president to run alongside of her, right, for the student council.
Yeah.
Now the person who they are running against is this other girl. So it's kind of this other girl, and so it turns out that this other girl, she always goes around telling everybody that her and the main protagonist are close, like that they're
Yeah.
close. And so she knows that Alia likes him. So she'll say
Uh-huh.
stuff like, "Oh yeah, him and I were talking last night, and like, oh, he always comes into my room and just, makes me uncomfortable." And so she's like, "What the? Why is she saying that? Like
Yeah.
they don't live together, right? They're just." Turns out they are brother and sister.
Oh my.
But she hasn't told anyone. They keep their relationships secret at school, that they're brother and sister. So she's kind of convinced everyone that these two kind of have a thing going on
Uh-huh.
together. And it's weird because they're brother and sister. And so whenever they're at home, the dynamic is completely at school. She acts all formal and like proper, and then
Yeah.
at home she's like a degenerate, dude. She's like, "Oh, at school, like, why are you talking to her? Wouldn't you already have a hot sister?" And it's just like,
Yeah.
Ben, it gets close, Ben, to crossing lines that you should not cross. So that's the only iffy part, that it gets close again in this episode, and I'm just like, it's just weird, and I'm just like, but I don't get why he doesn't just tell her that that they're brother and sister, but they keep their relationship about them being brother and sister private, so it's very
Uh-huh.
awkward. So she tells everybody that they've just been like family friends since like elementary, so it's just a lot, but
Oh boy.
it works, Ben. It works somehow. So I just think it's a good show, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But it moves along, Ben. It moves. Like it gets
Mm.
the caboose is moving. Um so yeah, but who knows? Maybe you'll end up watching it, Ben, because of a little bet we got going on later. So, but that's a future thing.
Oh, you definitely put it in there, didn't you?
So regardless, that's what else has been in the news. Another thing I learned about recently, Ben, which I was very sad about, it's some Chainsaw Man news, is that, did you know, I just found out that originally, and this kind of makes me sad, and I wanted to see how you felt about it, is that
Uh-oh.
because of some stuff with Mappa, Chainsaw Man was originally supposed to be released as a 24 episode season, with season 1, and the season 1 being the first core, and then a couple months later season 2 would be coming out.
No way.
But they ended up pivoting from that. So I want to know if you would have liked that, or if you like this new format of season 1 movie and then it's the rest of season 2.
I think I don't I don't see the I just don't think movies are a good. I can see a movie if it's like where Demon Slayer's at, like
Yes.
the final arc, the climax of the show. That's
Mhm.
fine with the movie. I've come to terms with that. But like I don't know, like Chainsaw Man's still new. It's been one season. Like let it play out
Yeah.
and
I mean, it seems now that it's kind of getting the Jujutsu Kaisen treatment a little bit. It's getting the season 1 a movie, and then, because yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen had a movie too before season 2, which is kind of crazy. I
yeah.
totally forgot about that. But
But like with
Yeah,
JJK, the movie was like it was part of the
it
main
is a
story, but
prequel.
it wasn't
Yeah,
a continuation
I
of
agree. No, I
where they
see.
left off.
I know. Yeah, the difference is clear, but
Because like with Chainsaw Man now, like Chainsaw Man's on Crunchyroll, right? It is.
yes.
Yeah. So like, are they gonna release the movie on Crunchyroll, or are they gonna do what Demon Slayer did and like release? Because they redid the Mugen Train arc in episodes.
There's no way they do that for Jujutsu. I don't think they do that. They don't do that for Chainsaw.
Like I don't know,
There's no
because that's
way.
like
They can't do that. I
it's
don't
just like
think
a
they
waste of
would.
money. I think.
I don't think so, man. I think if the Chainsaw Man came out in theaters, it would make a lot of money.
No, no, I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying like if like it releases in theater and then they don't release it on Crunchyroll, but they split it
Oh,
up into
the
episodes like
episodes.
Demon Slayer
Oh,
did.
I don't think
I
they'll
just don't
do
see the
that.
point in doing that. Like
Hmm. I think
either release
that's
the movie on Crunchyroll or just stick with episodes.
I think that's very much a Demon Slayer thing. I mean, I think Jujutsu Kaisen didn't do that because I mean it is a prequel, so it is different, but still, they didn't do that. And then I mean you look at stuff like My Hero, which again it's not a continuation, but I don't think they're going to do that. Other stuff like Black Clover, I don't think is doing the same thing. I think this Demon Slayer is an odd case, especially because when you look at stuff like how Mappa handled Attack on Titan,
Hmm.
they just kind of did them as movies. So
Like
or it's like
I don't know.
hour and a half long episodes. But I think Ben, the only reason I'm kind of okay with this is because I really hope it means that they get more time with the rest of the stuff after the Bomb Devil arc,
Hmm.
because it's a little confusing. It's a little confusing, especially the International Assassins arc right after it
Yeah,
is a little confusing, and I think especially after that when we start getting to the climax of part one of Chainsaw Man, I think it would be good for it to take time to develop and to build up.
yeah.
So I think that'll be cool to see for the final half of part one in anime form. But it is kind of odd. I really do. After binge rewatching season one of Chainsaw Man, it would have been nice to just
Yeah.
keep going. Especially because I feel like season one ends right when the story starts. Because
Hmm.
I think in a lot of ways the Bomb Devil
That's
arc is right when the story starts. Like when
I
we're
feel like
like,
that's what happens with most shows. Like
mm-hmm,
the first season is kind of to test the waters and so the viewer like this is the world that you're in, this is what's going on, these are the main
exactly,
like protagonist, antagonist.
yeah,
Um and then it'll start picking up. But I don't know. I just miss where shows did like just there's shows, you know?
mm-hmm,
There was a weekly hype behind each episode
yeah.
and
I mean, JoJo
I don't know.
Saturdays or JoJo Fridays used to be so fun, but um,
Oh, you were watching it when it was still coming out? I feel like when
uh,
did part 5 finish?
we were in high school. I think I watched the
Oh,
right at the end of it when I
I think I
remember.
started
So, um,
when I started, but
yeah,
that's crazy.
but yeah, so it sucks, but I just thought that was interesting to hear about how they've changed, and I really hope Mappa does it justice because we're supposed to get information and we haven't got anything. So
Another life.
please hurry. I want these shows to come out. I'm excited though. We got some good stuff to look forward to, Ben. We still have no confirmation though about Demon Slayer, right, or anything like that when they're coming out.
No,
No,
which
yeah,
is the blow.
it's probably gonna be
Better be minimum
end of
one.
I think end of 2025 is when
Imagine
it'll
they do
come out.
all three in one year.
No
That'd be
way.
crazy.
There's no way.
No, I think expectations are one every year. Probably at the end of next year we'll have the first one. I think,
Yeah, that'd be
which
a good
is
Christmas release. Cool.
I think the first one is gonna be my favorite one
Really?
because there's something that happens in the first one which
Is
made me really like Demon Slayer.
is it Zenitsu?
I'm not gonna no comments
Okay.
maybe.
Okay. No.
Um, but yeah, no, they're all really good. But
Mhm.
I think that one's gonna be my favorite.
That's good.
Um,
I hope so.
and I hope they finish off the series just normal seasonal content
Hmm.
because would be nice, really nice.
Yeah. So That'd be good. I would like that very much, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. I mean,
Yeah.
it's weird. I feel like the anime communities. I feel like it's in a weird spot right now, Ben. I mean, I
It's
think
like I feel like it's more people have started to realize how much money this can bring in. And so I feel like it's turned more toward a business rather than a
passion,
yeah. Like I feel like Attack on Titan is a very good example of that. Like
business.
there's
Yeah,
no reason they needed to milk out that show for
yeah,
that long.
absolutely.
They could have finished it 2 years earlier,
It
I think.
is. I really hope it doesn't come to that point, but I don't think it will. I think there are still smaller studios. Like, I mean, we still have Wit Trigger and all of those studio Saru for Dandadan. I mean, I think that they are clearly putting passion behind it. I mean, we saw like with Look Back that studio, so I think that
Yeah.
it is still possible to have good stuff. I think Mappa is just, I mean, they're trailblazers. It's still crazy how new anime is to the U.S. and I think right now it's finally becoming like it's coming like known. I mean, I've talked to adults who are like,
Normal.
"What is this? What is this anime?" and like things like that. And I'm like,
It's
"Wow, that's crazy."
yeah.
So it's weird. It is weird, but that's just how it is now, apparently. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
oh gosh, but yeah. Regardless, that's how it's looking. I'm nervous, Ben. I'm nervous. I don't know what to say, but
Nervous for Blue Lock, man.
yeah.
That's scaring me.
Oh my. Gee. There's a grasshopper under my desk. That was crazy.
Why?
That's a good question, man. You ask me. Oh,
I am
so
asking you.
perfect.
Oh, look at Joseph has a little Darth Vader in the background. Look at him.
All right, there's. Okay.
What is on Darth Vader's head?
A beanie. Beanie.
Oh,
He's my like. He's my wardrobe like guy. If that makes sense. Like I'll put like my little hats or like that bag I got from Japan or not from Japan before Japan.
I'm upset. I didn't get
Oh.
another tote bag from Uniqlo.
Ah. No, other way.
Maybe he just wants to be your friend, Joseph.
I don't care. He doesn't pay rent. This way, you bastard. Oh, got him. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to end off today. What do you think, Ben?
I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something.
Tote bag from Uniqlo.
Oh yeah, because that's the one I got, right?
Mhm.
I got one for my mom,
Oh, okay.
and I got this one's for my sister, but I've been using it and I really like it.
What do you use it for? I'm just curious.
Dude, women are onto something. Like purses and
They
handbags.
are. I
I
mean,
take this everywhere.
really.
Like if I have something I can't carry in my hands, I put it in here.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah, like
the
those,
meta.
like fanny pack, like slash bags that I got from
Yeah.
Japan. I bring it to the gym now every time. It's so much better than lugging around a backpack, especially
Yeah.
when I just put my keys, wallet, and like AirPods. So
Like why put it in your pocket when
right.
I always things fall out of my pockets sometimes. Like and then I
Mhm.
just put it in my little fanny pack or in there.
That is
Dude,
true,
it's nice.
bro. And I
I
know
fuck with women heavy, bro.
I do. They are wow. Women are just amazing. Wow, we love you, women.
Bro's
But I
glazing.
know I'm sorry, I'm the worst. But yeah. I mean, that's funny. Actually, speaking of it, of Uniqlo, I was with some friends, and this girl I know, she bought a suit, and she was showing us, and I was like, oh, that's sick. And then she was like, yeah, I got it from Uniqlo, and I was like, whoa. But
Oh,
yeah, online, I guess, because they do they're a
they're
big
opening
online
stores
store.
here in Texas,
Are they actually?
in Houston.
Oh man, Houston is just the
Houston and Dallas,
spot,
I
dude.
think.
Houston is the spot, but
Yeah. So it gets hit by a storm,
hmm
then the
yeah,
power goes out.
yeah, for real. So well, that's very cool. That's all. I'm gonna check out Uniqlo, man. I really wish I bought some more shirts. So
Yeah, I wish I bought a lot more things.
it's so funny because I was telling myself, I was talking to our other buddy who went to Japan with us, Curtis, and I was like, man, he's like, I know I said in the moment like I didn't really want to buy anything just to enjoy it, but I'm like, now I'm like, screw that, dude. I really wish I did.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, I was like, whenever I saw like the amount of stuff you buy, I was like, oh. I
That's
don't
because I
know.
thought it was a lot. I did, but now I'm like, it
I
wasn't
thought
much at
I
all.
whenever I thought I bought a lot, and I did, but like whenever I got back here and unpacked it, I was like, it felt like I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Maybe I needed a third suitcase.
I think I just needed to kind of let loose more and just kind of be like,
Like
screw it, you know? I'll get a cap. I'll buy a, just,
when we landed, I was like, or whenever I got settled down, I was like, all right, I'm gonna check my bank account and see the damage. And it wasn't that
was it that
bad.
bad?
Like
I
I
really don't
feel
think we
like
spent that much.
I feel like I should have been like, holy fuck, dude, I should not have spent like if thought that in my mind, then I got enough stuff. But I was
Yeah.
like, I should have bought another knife or something. Like
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because my dad was like, "Oh, I don't want a knife. You don't buy me one." But I'm like, dude, I should have. They were that.
yeah,
I was like, in the moment, I was like, "Oh man, that's a lot of money." But now I'm like, it's worth it for the experience and just the
yeah,
memories. But now we know for next time, Ben. Now we know for next time. So yeah.
no limit. I'm
hmm
gonna
That's when my buddy just got back from Japan today, actually, as well. So
bring
he
you
got me
your
the Blue Vortex Volume
yeah.
One. I should have asked him to get Volume Two as well, but I don't know.
It'll be out
Yeah,
next year.
yeah, next year. Um, so yeah, that's good. But yeah, I'm very proud, Ben, to say that I have a manga from every part of JoJo's besides Part Eight. I need to get a volume from Part Eight.
Was there
So,
no party in Japan?
dude, there wasn't. I wanted to get Volume One of JoJolion. They didn't have a
No.
Volume One.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, but it's very cool. I have I have 8, so it's very sick. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's a good place to wrap it up. I feel like we talked about a lot. We got a good little episode, and this is good.
Yeah,
This
no,
is a
it's
good little
good.
shorter episode, but yeah. I mean, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. And we're back on a regularly scheduled program. Next episode, it's going to be weird. I'm going to be in a new setup. Hopefully, it's good and set up by then. I'm nervous to see how it's going to look, but it should be good regardless. So it's going to be awesome. I'm excited to show you all the setup. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
Excited.
Yes, but until then,
You've had like you're gonna
I
have 3 different setups, and I'll be in the same one.
I think I started in the first place, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then here at home, I guess, is 4. So I've had 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my
Dang.
three apartments in college, and then here at home, so it's 4. So yeah.
Technically, I was in before we started doing cameras. I was somewhere else.
Really? I think since
Yeah.
we've been having cameras, have you been here?
For the most part, I know we did actually, yeah, because I remember built my computer. We didn't have cameras, and then I went to my dorm at school. And we didn't do cameras for a while,
Yeah.
and then I think I moved in here, and maybe we did. Maybe I did do a few camera episodes there, but I don't know.
Episode 20. When did we first do? We didn't do what the 20. Trying to see. Oh my gosh, I have no clue when we first started doing cameras.
I feel like it was a while before we started doing cameras.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have been here the whole time.
Yeah, I remember because I went to Best Buy up here whenever I moved in, and I got a camera.
That's right. Wow. I think the first one was episode 26.
Took us half a year.
Get cameras. What are we doing, bro? Yeah, I was, because when we got cameras too, I was in my second setup. So my first setup's never been shown on the cameras.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Wow. I really liked that little setup I had back then. Had the little desk.
Can't wait to move.
I know. I've realized that I love moving just because I love setting up a new room. It's so fun.
Oh, no, you're so right.
It's so
The one thing I hate about this room is that I can't move the bed. I can't position it anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. It's odd. But it happens. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching episode 93. 7 more weeks until episode 100. So it's coming in. You know what's funny, Ben? If you end up coming for RLCS, I think that'll be like right around the episode 100. So
It'd be
that's
awesome.
pretty funny.
We'll do an episode at RLC.
Yeah, RLCS. So yeah, there you go. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. We have been the Otaku Brothers podcast. We love you guys. It's been a good time. So stay tuned for next week. Hopefully, stay aware. Don't look at Dandadan spoilers or any other spoilers for that matter.
Don't.
But yeah, it'll come soon enough. Trust me. We've all been waiting for our shows like Steel Ball Run and Chainsaw Man. So wait patiently. Patience is virtue. But thank you all, and we hope you guys have a good rest of your week. See you all later.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci.